Hi guys, I am Crystal Sky and today I'm going to be packing. I'm going on a trip to New Jersey for 2 weeks and I am driving so I can bring more art supplies than usual. So I'm going to bring you guys along and just kind of explain what I'm packing here. So everything I'm packing for art is going to go in this little backpack here. That's what I'm bringing with me. And because I'm not going on an airplane, I can bring different type of stuff that I wouldn't normally bring with me on an airplane. Specifically, I went on a trip on an airplane and I really only brought my iPad and a couple of pencils and a tiny sketchbook. So I'm going to be bringing some of my gouache stuff this trip. So the first thing I want to take a look at is what's gonna go in here. If you guys have oh, I'm sorry. If you guys have seen my pencil case video, this is my pencil case, and I'm gonna be picking what's going in here. So let's take a look at what I've decided to bring. Of course, I'm going to be bringing my eraser. This is a kneaded eraser, very important. I'm just pulling everything out of here so it's easier. We're gonna do this in like a show and tell type move, which is pretty interesting. Now these are only pencils, pens, and pencils, mechanical pencils. So I'm not going to show you guys any paintbrushes yet. I think those will go separately. So I'm also bringing this little, what are these called? They're blending stumps, right? Blending stumps. I always carry one of these with me. Very important to have one of these. I can stick it to one side of my sketchbook if maybe I'm having trouble keeping it down or whatever. Love these. And of course, extra lead for my favorite writing implement and sketching implement, my Rotring 600.5mm mechanical pencil. I never go anywhere without this. I even brought this on my airplane trip. I love this pencil. I love this pencil. It's really heavy and metal and I love it. So that's why. Okay, and I'm also going to be bringing this pencil here. This is just a Prismacolor turquoise pencil. It doesn't have an eraser, and it's kind of not very sharp. I'm going to be bringing my mechanical Duet pencil sharpener with me as well. I did not bring that on my airplane trip. That's going to be an extra so I can sharpen this pencil. And not just that pencil, because I'm also going to be bringing, wait, I gotta find my other pencil. I'm gonna be bringing my Faber-Castell Polychromos Gray. I'm thinking about bringing the whole set because I want to work with gouache and colored pencils, and as you guys know, these are my favorite colored pencils, the Polychromos pencils. I have a set of Prismacolor and I don't like them, so my Faber-Castell set is really small, so I think I'm gonna bring that. This is also another one. This is a Polychromos Grade 2 color pencil. Love these. Trying to work in grays. I'm also going to be bringing this for sketching. I saw an artist using this to sketch animals. I believe his name was Aaron something. I'm so sorry, I'm spacing in here. I'm terrible with names. Just so you guys know, you may introduce yourself to me. I'm not going to remember in 5 minutes. I barely remember anybody's name from like high school. People are like, "Oh yeah, I went to high school with that guy." I'd be like, "Who?" Describe his face to me, then I'll remember. Anyway, side tangents out of the way. This is a Staedtler Mars Technico pencil, and the sharpener for that is in here. I don't have an extra piece of lead for this. It's a really thick type of lead. It's focusing on my face and not the pencil. Focus on the pencil. So this right here, from here up, is just lead. Okay, I have a couple of things in here that I'm gonna ditch. I'm gonna ditch these pens here. These are alright fine liners. They are Stabilo fine liners, and these are in my two favorite colors, the light blue and the dark blue. I'm just not gonna bring them. I don't need them, so I'm gonna leave them out of this. I'm gonna be bringing these. These are my favorite colored pencils to sketch with. They are the Pilot Color Eno in .07. I've got the red, purple, yellow. Let me show it here. orange, which is my least favorite one. Well, the yellow and the orange are both up in the air as to being my least favorite. And the blue. Gonna be taking those. I love those. I should, you know what? I don't need to bring the extra lead for that. Oh, and the green. I don't sketch that much. Then I'm gonna use all of this. Never leave home without a white gel pen. I prefer the Signo gel pens, but the regular Jelly Rolls will do just fine. So, never leave home without one. I'm gonna bring my Copic Multiliner SP. I love this multiliner a lot. I love it better than my Sakura multiliners. I feel like the lines are more consistent and I don't have a hard time controlling it as much. So this is in 0.05, which is my favorite size ever. Let's go into Sakura brush pens, shall we? Well, Sakura brush pen, I have the Pigma Sakura brush pen. Gonna put that in there. I'm trying really hard to learn how to use a brush pen well. It just is not for my style, I don't think. But I'm trying. I am trying very hard to learn how to use a brush pen. So I'm gonna bring it with me for practice. Now let's go in. I have the Pigma Graphic 1 pen. Hold on, I'm holding my... Oh, I'm so sorry. I just straight up knocked you dudes over, like. This is the graphic nib. It's like a, kind of like a round kind of nib there. I love this. It's great for lining stuff really quickly. Oh my goodness, my camera's falling over. No. How's that better? Is that better, guys? So that is going right in here. I made sure the cap's closed. This is a Micron in 0.5. As I said, I'm not a big fan of the Microns, but I always have one on hand. And this is a 01 in blue. I'm going to leave this home. So then I'm also going to bring, this is a, it's not a Colette. What is this one? It's a Unistyle Fit Multi-Pen. It's got all these different colors in it. I love this for just writing, maybe jotting notes or something. Great pen. And then this is my favorite multi-pen that I use to take notes in sometimes. This is a Unistyle Fit Tinkerbell. That is my favorite Disney character. Tinkerbell. I have Tinkerbell floor mats in my car. I love Tinkerbell so much. So, taking this with me just because she's my favorite Disney character. Let me put my eraser in there. This is a Zig Coco Ito letter pen. I'm not going to bring this with me. It's a brush pen. Kind of shiny. This was the second brush pen I was working with because the brush is longer than the Sakura brush. And I don't need 2 brush pens to practice with on this 2-week trip. So, leaving it here. I'm also going to leave my Kurotoga here because I usually use this for notes. And I'm not going to be taking any notes on this trip, so leaving it here. And then my High-Tech C Coletto. This is the last thing that I usually have in my pencil case when I take it to school with me. I'm not going to bring this with me. I have 2 multi-pens already. I don't need a 3rd one. So I'm not going to bring it with me. This is all the stuff I'm not bringing with me on my trip. Okay. So let's go get the gouache, the spray bottles, the brushes, everything. Oh god. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. I'm back. My cheeks are a little flushed because I just ran around the room gathering all the things. So, to no one's surprise, this is the gouache set I am bringing with me, my Caran d'Ache gouache. I love this set. Thank you, Doodle Date, for telling me about this set. I never would have knew, and I love it so much. I have not even used these paints. Okay, some of the pans are really kind of deep in there. You can see there. So it looks like it's been used a little bit, but not a lot. And then of course it comes with this tube of white, which is fantastic because the white needs to be in there, and I need to have the white in the set, but it's in a tube, so it stays nice and fresh. I'm also going to, I took this out and put it in my brush tray. I didn't know what to call it. It's like a little pot where I keep all my brushes. And I took this out. It's the Caran d'Ache brush that comes with the set. That's going back in the set. because of course it's coming with me. So, close that up real tight and nice. It's a pretty big set, but I am going for 2 weeks, and if I'm gonna practice gouache, I'm gonna need my favorite set. So that is coming with me. I also forgot my pink of the color Eno was in my desk set of pencils. The one I keep on my desk for when I draw, when I have an idea. Because this is my favorite, so this is gonna go in there. Now let me present my brushes. This is my favorite brand. It's the Winsor & Newton Cotman. What are they called? Just Winsor & Newton Cotman brushes. This is the round 7 brush. This is my favorite brush. The one that comes in that set for the Caran d'Ache, I really like, but this is my favorite brush. I'm not gonna leave home without it, so here it is. I also have my Winsor & Newton Cotman. This is a 1-stroke 6 1/4 flat. If I want to do any sort of washes or something like that. So I'm thinking for like, I'm only taking a few of my brushes. Which ones can't I live without? So I'm going to take a really tiny one. This is a Cotman Designer 1. My tiniest brush. Can you see it there? My tiniest brush for little details. Then I have my my angled 3. There's a hair in it, probably a cat hair. My angled 3. And then my last one is a Master's Touch, which I don't really like. It's a round 8, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I figured it would be a backup in case something happens to either of my other 2 favorite brushes. It's a pointed round, unlike the other 2, which are not pointed. This is my bottle of water, my spray bottle, so I can spray the paint down before I start painting. Never go anywhere without this, actually. This is my tank for bringing water with me. It's empty right now because obviously I'm not gonna bring water, put it in my backpack. So this is where the water will go whenever I get anywhere or I need it, and this opens up and I can use it as like a jar for like dipping and stuff. I'm not gonna need 2 of them unless I have to do swatches, in which case I can just go to the sink that we have there and wash them. So less is more. And then I'm also bringing, I've mentioned, I did a review of this, the Masters brush cleaner. I love this brush cleaner, and I'm not leaving my brushes untreated ever. I take really, really good care of my brushes because I want them to live forever. So never go anywhere with this if I'm going on a trip where I'm painting. Brush cleaner, number 1, need it. And then of course my rag. It's kind of pretty, right? It's my rag for brushes. It could probably use a wash, actually. Okay, so that's it. So next I'm gonna go through the process that I went through to pick out which sketchbook I want, all the sketchbooks that I had to pick from, and why I picked the one I picked, and its criteria. Alrighty guys, so I sat through and I made my decision. Now, first sketchbook I saw was this one, and as you guys can see, it is a Mixed Media XL Canson pad, and unfortunately though, it's pretty full, so I didn't want to use that one. There's only like 3 pages in the back box. I wonder, did I do a sketchbook tour of this? I don't think so. I think I need to. And then I thought, well, I love these. These are the Render sketchbooks. And I'm like, you know, I'm not bringing any markers with me. And this is really a marker sketchbook, right? Marker sketchbook. Markers and blending. I'm not bringing any markers with me. I'm bringing gouache. So, this was unfortunately out. If I were bringing markers with me, I would have picked this one. Not, so I'm not. And then the next choice I had in mind was a Strathmore Mixed Media pad. If I could pick it up. But this one's a little too big. Look at this. Look at the sketchbook compared to my head. Huge. So I was like, nah, it's not really, you know. And the Strathmore paper is really smooth. It's really good for pencil. Well, I've used charcoal and pencils in these, but I would say it's better for markers and charcoal. So, too big, not for the media that I want. And then I remember I just bought this. This is a Canson XL Mixed Media. It says 20% more sheets free for some reason. It's got 72 sheets. It's 7 by 10 inches, 98 pounds, 160 grams. This is my favorite mixed media pad. And what I like about it compared to the mixed media paper of Strathmore is it's not quite as smooth. It's a little bit more rough. And what I like about that is that it takes watercolor and gouache really well compared to the Strathmore paper that was mixed media variety. So I prefer the Canson paper, and while it is smooth, it's not as smooth. It absorbs watercolor pretty well. Also, it's not too big, and it's got a ring binding, which I like on the road, so I can just flip the pages over and continue on my way. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this fits in the backpack. So, I got my backpack here. My little Kingdom Hearts shadowy guy. Do you want to see him? He's so cute, isn't he? Anyway. Does it fit in the backpack? Drum roll, please. Should probably move the jar out of its way. Yep. Fits in the backpack. Yay! Okay, so that's all the art supplies I'm taking with me. You guys wish me luck on my trip. I'm going up for my best friend's wedding. Really excited for her. She's getting married. Not much more to say about that, but it's only one day, and we'll be hanging out for maybe one more day of that. So the rest of it I have to occupy myself, and therefore art supplies. I'm going to be staying at a campground that I have been going to since I was 8 months old, and has a really big place in my heart. I love the way this place looks. You guys actually might have seen some sketches that I did from there when I first started drawing, because I really, really love the way that place looks. So I'm going to be drawing a lot. As you guys know, I'm not very good with places or landscapes. I'm going to be working on that in gouache and on my iPad. Of course, I'm bringing my iPad Pro. I bring it everywhere with me. It's attached to me with an umbilical cord. So, bringing that. Also, I think I'm going to grab some washi tape in case the paper curls. So let's go over here. While you guys are here, the last thing I'm gonna grab. Alrighty, last thing, washi tape. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's what I'm bringing on my trip, my little backpack. I'll see you guys later.